Hi everybody, welcome and welcome back to Diamond Painting Lisa. I hope you are all doing okay today. Today's video is just a little whip and chat, just to kind of catch you up with what's happening with me and everything like that. So get out whatever you're working on, whether it be colouring, cross stitch, diamond painting, whatever it is you're working on, and just work alongside me and I'll have a bit of a natter with you. So the item I'm working on is actually one of the PaintGem mini kits. So this is the one I am working on, and I think this is so sweet. PaintGem very kindly sent me this set of kits to show on my channel, so I do have an unboxing video of these, but yeah, it's the Christmas edition and there are 16 in here to complete. Let me just open the box. I think I've done, is this my third or second? I can't remember. Let me have a look, I'll show you. Yeah, I've done the little reindeer, he's very sweet. And I've also done the little birdie house with the robin. So yeah, that's the two I've done, and I'm now working on this one, which is the bells. I am using my Christmas tray, which I got from the lovely Marta on one of the groups I'm on. Marta actually sent me that as a gift because I've unboxed a couple of her items on my channel. So yeah, that's lovely. Really love that. So thank you, Marta, for that. I'm actually going to be using a pen that was gifted to me by a lovely friend called Laura. She also sent me lots of cover minders and also extra tips that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, and I absolutely love this pen. It's my favourite. Just look at the colours. Hope that's in focus. Yeah, that's so pretty, isn't it? I absolutely love that. Let's have a look. I've got my trash drill pot, which has lost its magnet, but never mind, it still does the job. And I'm going to be using one of my putties from Kat's putty collection. I'm just going to move that out of view because I do have some in this box that are from the advent calendar, and I don't want to, because I opened all mine straight away, I'm not going to even deny it. So I'm going to open it over here because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that's not already opened their advent calendar, you know, that's good. Actually, what day are we? It should all be open by now, actually. Oh, mind you, it was 1 to 12, so I guess it depends if you're doing the beginning of December to the 12th or starting, you know, and doing the end of December. So anyway, sorry for the waffling. I'm going to put sweet strawberry sherbet into my pen. This smells absolutely delicious, honestly. I wish I could let you smell it because it is literally, oh, it's so good. I love it. Love, love, love this. So yeah, it's pretty as well, look. So yeah, that's me, and that's what I'm going to be working on. So let me get myself some drills. Bear with me. How are you guys all doing anyway? I've not been around on YouTube for a few weeks now, so I do apologise. I've not really been feeling myself. I won't really go into details, but yeah, I just wasn't myself for a few weeks. So, but I'm back to hopefully me now and start getting some more videos on for you, because I'm definitely neglecting my YouTube channel at the moment. So let's have a look. I'm going to go for the P. So yeah, let me get my pen filled actually as well. I don't know why I'm filling the actual multi-place aside, because I definitely won't multi-place, I don't think, on these little ones. I am actually still trying to get used to these. I'm not, oh, it's pulled my putty out. I'm trying to get used to these Diamond Art Club tips, and I'm just struggling a little bit, to be honest. Kat did mention to me sometimes it's worth doing like an extra layer of putty, and that might help, but you know, I'm still trying, let's just say. Right, there we go. Single placer and multi-placer loaded, although, as I say, I will just use the single placer anyway. Right, there we go. And we have some of the letter P. So yeah, I'm just going to waffle to you. I probably won't waffle for an hour because I'll probably get on your nerves. So yeah, just a bit of a catch-up waffle, and we'll see how we go. So yeah, as I say, there's 16 of these little kits, and I did do an unboxing, so if you want to have a look, you know, go on and have a look. Ooh, threw a drill out there. Right, okay, let's go. So, what can I tell you? I mean, I haven't done a Whip and Chat for such a long time. I think I've only ever actually done one, and I was like so stressed about it, thinking I'm just going to bore people, get on the nerves. But you guys did actually, you know, give me some really positive feedback, and apparently I didn't bore you all to sleep. So, you know, that's a plus point, isn't it? So yeah, yeah, thank you for that. Everyone that did comment on that Whip and Chat, which is ages ago. I do appreciate that. During that Whip and Chat, I mentioned to you about the fact that, you know, I'd given up work in 2014, I think it was. And that was to look after my daughter Riley, who had started having seizures. And a few of you expressed concerns about Riley in you know, the comments. And just to say, she's absolutely fine now. They stopped. It's a type of epilepsy called benign Rolandic epilepsy, and it actually stops when they hit puberty. So, you know, the seizures did actually stop, and she's absolutely fine now. She hasn't had one for a very long time. So, yeah, she's all good. So don't worry, any of you that were worrying. She's actually off to, actually I might use a different tray because these are only not many colours. I use these, I've got a couple of trays from Marta, 3 in fact, and I tend to use them if I'm tipping a lot of drills out and needing a lot of drills. I've got one from Marta that's actually, it's fantastic. It's a 4-placer one, and that's my favourite number. I'm not very confident with multi-placing, I have to say. So, so yeah, I do need to work on that, to be fair. So I got a tray off Marta that is actually a 4-placer tray, and I absolutely love it. Oh, that one doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. Honestly, I'm flicking drills everywhere. So yeah, I'm just going to put that tray to one side and use one of my little ones. But yeah, if I'm doing, you know, a bigger image, I would have used my beautiful tray from Marta. So let me just put that back on there. She also sent me a red one of those, which is really sweet. So you can alternate and have red or green as your little heart shape on the ends. That's really cute. So yeah, I'm just going to go back to my plain old white tray. This is the one I used to always use all the time because it's bigger than the ones you get with kits. So it's obviously great for more drills. But then when I started using Martas, there was no going back. But if I'm doing something little like this, I often tend to stick to that one because, you know, it's, well, smaller and dinky for these kind of little kits. So yeah, I'm just going to put my putty back in its packet so it doesn't dry out. So yeah, where was we? So yeah, by the time Riley stopped having seizures, my older daughter had started to struggle with anxiety, and then she had a baby. So, you know, there was no rush for me to go back to work, basically. I was kind of enjoying some time, spending time with my older daughter and my grandson, and I've now got 2 grandsons. Ethan's 5 and Ronnie will be 2 at the end of January. So, so yeah, and absolutely adore them both, and I'm really excited about spending Christmas with them, but I'll go on to that in a little while. But yeah, so Chloe was really struggling with anxiety, and Ethan was diagnosed with autism as well. So I've kind of been supporting the family, really, like, you know, going to do school runs with Chloe, with Ethan, because he's now at school. Just got a bit of putty on there. So yeah, you know, there was no kind of rush for me to go back to work. So yeah, just kind of enjoying being stay-at-home mum, you know, being here for the family and stuff. So yeah, but you know, Chloe's starting to get a lot more independent, and Riley's due to start uni next year. So so yeah, I thought it was time to start, you know, looking for maybe something part-time. But I'd obviously been out of work a long time at this point, so I'd not been at work since 2014, and my last job I was at for, oh gosh, quite a few years. So I'd not actually had an interview in, my last interview was when Riley was about 6 months old. And bear in mind, she's now 18. She was 18 in March. So yeah, she's, 19 next year. So, it's been a while since I had an interview. So I was like, I don't even know what I want to do. Where do I start? Not even got a CV sorted out. So I was in a bit of a panic, to be honest. But, I thought, well, it's not like it's an urgent rush. However, everything's gone up. God, the mortgage has gone up by over £200 a month. Gas and electric's gone up ridiculously. So, yeah, things have just started to become a little bit of a stretch. So, hubby said, you don't have to get anything like full-time or anything, but if something part-time would kind of help. And obviously, not that he knows, but it's going to be more diamond painting money as well, I'm not going to lie. Because I'm on a no-buy at the moment. So, yeah, that's quite sad. It makes me sad. So yeah, I thought it's time to start looking. And I had no idea what I wanted to do, in all honesty. I've worked in call centres for my, previous 2 jobs, both of which were kind of like, I was there for like around 9 years at each one. So admin and call centre kind of stuff is mainly all I've known, really. But in all honesty, I didn't want to go back down that route. When working for the bank, it was a lot of pressure to upsell. So they wanted you to try and promote the internet banking and promote mortgages and loans and things like that. But I hated, like, they wanted you to try and sell internet banking on every single call that you took. And calls were recorded, they were monitored. You had reviews on your calls, and then, you'd be like, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And a lot of the things that came up for me, it always was like, oh yeah, fantastic customer service, which is one of my strengths, definitely. I am a people person. So yeah, and then it was like, well, why didn't you sell this person internet banking? I'm like, she was like 85, 90. She's never going to understand it or get to grips with it. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not being rude, but some, obviously, of that generation are very tech savvy and would love to do internet banking. That's great. You can tell which ones want to do it and which ones don't. When you start to mention it, say, oh, have you thought about our internet banking? And then they're like, oh, no, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to manage it. And then you feel guilty trying to pressurise them. And it's so, that kind of role, going down that route was a definite no-no. I'm at the point in my life, I'm 54 now. Oh, God, I'm getting on, aren't I? 54 now, and I don't want to do a job that I don't enjoy. That's where I am at. And I'm like, I don't want to go to work to a job that I hate. Sorry, I'm just going to look at this chart, make sure I'm putting the right colour on. Honestly, my eyesight is so bad. So yeah, I thought, I want to do something I like. I'm not going back down the call centre route. I want to do something different. And then I started looking at jobs, and I was finding myself drawn to call centres again. I was thinking, like, stop it. It's just because this is all you've known. You think it's all you can do, and it's not. There are other things out there. And I just sort of put a post on my Facebook one day and said, time to start looking for a part-time job. And a friend of mine who works at a recruitment agency, said, what are you looking for? Pop me a message. So anyway, popped her a message, and it turns out that she is at a recruitment agency that deal with putting teaching assistants into schools. So I thought, oh God, I'm not qualified for that. But they also do exam invigilators, where you like walk around and check no one's cheating, hand out paper, hand out, I don't know, whatever you do as an exam invigilator. So, she says, why don't you look at that? So she said, oh, let's get you in for an interview. So I was immediately terrified because, like I say, it's been 18 years. She, sort of booked me in for an interview, and she says, don't worry, you'll be fine. Your interview's going to be with me. It'll be relaxed and chill. It's going to be absolutely fine. So, anyway, she says, come in, and she gave me a date and time and everything. So I went in for this interview feeling absolutely like a bag of nerves. I think I was about 40 minutes early, and it was raining. So I thought, well, I'm not standing outside. I'm going to go in. But yeah, she was great. She was just like, gave me this massive bear hug and was like, don't worry, it's going to be fine. And then she said, sort of, are you, happy going down the exam invigilator route? Because the work's obviously not regular. It's only at certain times of the year, etc. And I said, well, really, I probably would have liked something a bit more permanent, a bit more regular kind of thing. And she said, what about the teaching assistant roles? And I was like, well, I'm not qualified. And she says, oh, don't worry about that. We'll get you sorted. And, you know, we can perhaps fund your training and things like that. So I was like, I quite like the sounds of this. And, you know, so she then said, well, if you're going to go down the teaching assistant route, I need to put your interview with one of my colleagues called Chaz. And I was like immediately in a state of panic. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be someone else. I was expecting her. So I felt at ease. And then all of a sudden my sort of anxiousness started welling up again. And then she said, oh, you know, I'm going to put you in an interview room and you can have an interview with Chaz. Now, if any of you are UK and you watch Emmerdale, yeah, I was picturing Charity Dingle, basically. So that's who I was envisaging walking into the room to interview me. And so, yeah, in walks this very handsome young man. So, yeah, I was not expecting that. And he was lovely, absolutely lovely, sorry. He put me at ease immediately. And, yeah, we had a really nice natter. We just got on like a house on fire. And, you know, my friend walked past the office and, like, knocked on the door and said, put her head around and goes, who's boring who? And he said, actually, we're boring each other. And he just, you know, he was like that. It was like joking, making me laugh. You know, we just had it was a really, really nice interview. So yeah, I felt at ease straight away. And he said, honestly, he said, I will find you somewhere, you know, we're desperate for teaching assistants. And I said, well, you know, but I'm not qualified. And he said, well, don't worry about that. We'll give you a load of online courses to do. And then we'll also get you signed up for an MVQ, which we'll pay for. So I was like, oh my God. So I was like, I had no idea what to expect when I walked in there. But yeah, I was kind of buzzing when I came out because, you know, he said, oh yeah, we definitely want to take you on board. I think you'll be brilliant. And he was very complimentary, really did make me feel at ease. So yeah, I was excited basically. And this was a Tuesday. It's about 3 weeks ago, maybe. It's definitely not 4, I don't think. I'm sure it's 3. So that was the Tuesday. And then literally on the Friday morning, he rang me and said, Lisa, I've got a school I want you to go and look at next week. And I was like, oh my God, I'd like not expected it to move that quickly. So anyway, he arranged an interview for me at a school. I'd never heard of this school. It's actually like 15 minutes drive from my house. But this school is absolutely amazing. It's in a kind of a rural location. They've got lots of land. It's a special needs school. So they have children from the age of 5 to 19. Some kids, you know, sort of stay there all the time. Some are term time only. I will be term time only. And, you know, sort of school kind of hours. And, you know, I went for this interview. We had a tour of the grounds. They've even got their own farm, literally. It's amazing. They've got ponies, goats, sheep, pigs. It's literally awesome. And they do all their own, like, planting. So, yeah, they've got a fabulous curriculum of, you know, I mean, these kids they're doing so much there. And this, you know, it's just an amazing school. I can't really say enough about it. And we got, I had a one-on-one interview, and my one-on-one interview was with the deputy head. So I was like, oh my God, panicking. But we got on like a house on fire. And then we got to go into classrooms to get a bit of classroom experience. And I met some absolutely amazing young people. You know, I went in a class with kids around the sort of, sorry, that's one of my cats just tearing in the cat flap like a lunatic. Now she's charging around the room. That's Lola. If any of you have watched my unboxing videos, you'll probably know all about Lola. She's an absolute nightmare. She seems to do it every time I'm videoing, like diving in the paper or charging through the cat flap. She's just having a bit of a mad half hour, I think. So yeah, I spent some time in classrooms, really enjoyed it. You know, I thought it seemed to have gone okay. Let's, you know, fingers crossed, let's see what happens. And then I got a phone call on the... So that was he rang me on Friday. I had the interview the following Tuesday, and I got a call on Thursday to say, yeah, they really liked you. You know, you've been successful. They want to take you on starting in January. And I'm going to send you loads of courses to do. So yeah, he signed me up for loads of courses, which I've finished completing at, still doing them at 2 o'clock this morning because I needed to get them done. So yeah, they're all done now, and I'm due to start on the 8th of January. It's 1 week of training first, you know, on how to sort of deal with situations that may arise. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm nervous, don't get me wrong, I am nervous, but I'm also extremely excited. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm only going to be doing 3 days a week, certainly to start with anyway. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, and it's worked out really nicely as well, because I'm going to be doing Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And Friday they finish slightly earlier as well, so that's an earlier day, only 3 o'clock, and I think the other days are 4:15 or something like that. So yeah, but it would just be nice to, you know, I've obviously got days in between, so I can still obviously help Chloe with Ethan and still do school runs and things like that. So yeah, you know, it's going to be nice, I think. I mean, I think basically the opportunity to take on more days will be there. So yeah, I think it's going to definitely be an option should I decide, you know what, I can do this, I'll take on full time. But at first, certainly, I'm quite glad that it is going to be the 3 weeks, because, you know, it gives me a chance to settle in and see how I feel. I mean, obviously, I've never done that kind of job before, so, you know, not really fully knowing what to expect. So yeah, I mean, there's obviously teachers in every single classroom. There's only actually about 50 pupils in the entire school, so it is, you know, it is very, although it's a huge school in terms of the size of it and the land and everything, it's not actually huge in terms of pupil numbers. And I think from what I sort of saw, I think a lot of the children have like a one-to-one, you know, teaching assistant with them. So I don't know if I'm going to be with just one student or if I'm going to be moved from class to class. I would imagine they'll try and keep as much routine as possible. You know, certainly with a lot of children with autism, they do like the routine and like things that stay the same kind of thing. So I think they'll try and keep consistency for that anyway. But yeah, I mean, at first, I suppose it might be that with training, I might go into different classrooms for a while, maybe. I don't know. I'm just no idea what to expect, really. But yeah, the first week is just a full-on, it's full time the first week, because literally I've got a lot of training to cover, apparently. But they were looking for quite a few TAs. I think it was, maybe I've got 7 or 9 in my head, I can't remember. And there was a few people there that day that I kind of made friends with, that we, because we did the walk around together, the tour together, and then we all split off into classrooms, and then you know, we each had a one-to-one interview. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So yeah, excited for Christmas as well. Well, I say excited, I'm not ready. I'm nowhere near ready. Normally by the beginning of December, I've kind of done everything, because the thing with me is I do get stressed really easy. And people's presents stress me out every year, like what to get people, and are they going to like what I've chosen, and things like that. And I've got quite a few people on my list as well, so you know, it's kind of like, it's just a lot of effort. In some ways, I'd like to be a bear and just hibernate, to be honest, and just come out in the spring. I don't know about you guys. I do love Christmas. I don't want to sound like a Grinch, and I do, don't I? I don't mean to, honestly. When Christmas arrives and all the presents are bought and done and handed out, and you know, then the only stress is worrying about whether Christmas Day is going to be perfect with the cooking and things like that. I'm happy then when everything's done. Like Christmas Eve night, when I can sit down in my Christmas PJs, watch a bit of telly, and then go to bed. That's when I'm happy, when I'm relaxed, because I know, you know, there's nothing else to do. I've been writing cards as well the last couple of nights, which is another job I absolutely hate. I hate wrapping as well. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I know a lot of people literally love wrapping, but I absolutely detest it with a passion. I hate wrapping. I get my wrapping paper from Costco. Now, I don't know if all of you will know of Costco's, but if you don't, it's like a huge kind of like warehouse shop that you have to be a member to go in. Fortunately for me, my sister and my dad are both members. I'm not. But having said that, once I'm at the school, I think if you're in education, you can actually join. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, so basically I get that from there through my sister or my dad. and it is the best wrapping paper you will ever find. It's the best wrapping paper I've ever come across. You know what I hate? When you've wrapped up presents and then you put them under the tree or you put them in a gift bag and the corners rip. That is literally one of my pet hates. But with this Costco paper, it never rips. It's really thick, lovely, wonderful paper. And not only that, it's actually double-sided. So like when my girls were younger, I used to wrap Chloe's in one side and Riley's in the other, and then I didn't put any labels on them. So like literally all the ones that were in snowflake paper I knew were one, and all the ones that were in Santa paper I knew were the other. So it was so good that I could do that. But obviously now I'm wrapping for, well, Riley's still at home, so I tend to try and spoil Riley a little bit. Chloe's obviously now older and got her own house, and she's 24 now, but I do obviously still spoil her as much as I can afford to spoil her, and I'll definitely spoil the boys, obviously. But they are actually coming over to us for dinner as well, so yeah, I'm going to be on the cooking duties. But I have actually said to the girls this year that I do want them to clear up and wash pots, because I think that's only fair. I don't know about you. I think that's fair. If I've done the cooking, well, to be fair, hubby will help me because he's really helpful in the kitchen on Christmas Day, to be fair. He's the one I usually get to work out all the timings and things, because my mind just wants to explode when I'm like, usually I do a list, you know, put roast potatoes in then and put this in then and that in then, so that I can keep a track of it. But yeah, and then I've got to think about starters. What's your favourite starters? What do you guys like for your starter on Christmas Day? I tend to go for pate. That's usually my go-to for Christmas Day. And I like pate because it's nice and easy. I can just get a little bit of a side salad shoved on the plate. Maybe like some sort of dressing. Normally I like a caramelised red onion one, something like that. A bit of toast. You know, you're off. And for those that don't like pate, whichever you want to say, however you want to say it, they can have probably soup maybe, and then I need to think about some desserts. I mean, every year I end up buying a Christmas pudding, and every single year it stays in the cupboard. Don't get me wrong, I do actually enjoy a little bit of Christmas pudding, but I don't like a huge amount of it, and no one else seems to like it. So, and then when it gets to Christmas Day, I think, oh, there's no point opening it just for me, and then it just stays in the cupboard. I think the one in the cupboard now is from last year, but they're so well in date, it's probably still in date. Unless Hubby's cleared it out. He regularly goes through the cupboard and clears all tins and things out when they've been left in there too long. But yeah, so yeah, I might do a cheesecake maybe. I do make a nice lime cheesecake. That's something I could do on Christmas Eve, to be fair. So it's out of the way with. Dinner will be a turkey crown with the veg. Will be probably carrots and peas for the ones that don't like that much variety of veg. And I will also do Brussels, because, well, it's Christmas and you've got to have Brussels, haven't you? I don't mind Brussels, actually. It's one of Hubby's favourite vegetables as well, and he doesn't eat many veg, so honestly, when I met him, we've been together, 26 years? When I first met him, I thought, oh, you know, I'll make him a Sunday dinner, you know, men love a feed. I'm a feeder. He'll really appreciate me. I made him a Sunday dinner, and I said to him, you know, like, what veg do you want? His answer was tinned marifat peas, and that was it. That was the only veg he was willing to have on his plate, and I was like, what? And then he said, I don't like gravy. I was like, how are you going to eat a roast dinner without gravy? And he says, oh, yeah, I'll be fine. So his plate literally had meat. So I did chicken. He had mashed potato, roast potato, and a Yorkshire pudding and marifat processed tin peas. And then you know what he did? Put tomato sauce all over it. I mean, I should have got rid then, shouldn't I, really? I mean, who doesn't have gravy on a roast dinner? Honestly. But now, he's very well trained now, and I got him to try some different veg. He absolutely loves cauliflower cheese. He loves Brussels. He'll have a piece of broccoli, like one random stalk. If I try and sneak carrots on, he just ignores them normally. He's not really a pea fan. If I put peas in like a cottage pie, he eats them. So to me, if you eat them in a cottage pie, you don't mind peas, but he says he wouldn't put a forkful of them in his mouth voluntarily. So, honestly. So yeah, so I'll do Brussels, I'll do cauliflower cheese. He likes parsnips. Well, I say he likes parsnips. He'll eat one. So I'll put one roast parsnip on his plate. They've got to be honey roast, obviously, as well, with whole grain mustard. I do like parsnips. What else will I do? He likes swede as well, which is weird because a lot of people really don't like swede. It's quite a strong flavour, but if I mash it and put butter in it, he absolutely loves it. He'll eat a big pile of it. So I might actually, and usually, I mean, quite often when I do the mashed and buttered swede, I add a couple of carrots in there as well because he doesn't notice. Oops, I just shoved the table. He doesn't notice, when there's mixed in with other stuff. So yeah. But not sure what all the veg I can do. So yeah, tell me what you guys is your typical Christmas dinner. Who cooks? Who clears up? Do you have different meats, or will you just have traditional turkey? Or I've actually got an air fryer as well, so I'm going to do some of my stuff in the air fryer. Honestly, I'm such a huge air fryer fan. I've joined like loads of groups on Facebook for air fryer people, and honestly, when I cook a pork joint, it is absolutely perfection in there. Beautiful, crispy, crackling, and nice meat, nice tender meat. I'm not going to say the M word because I hate it. But yeah, I really do like a joint of pork, I must admit. Sorry if anyone's vegetarian and I'm waffling here about turkey and pork and stuff. I do apologise. But yeah, what's your Christmas dinner look like, and how do you spend your Christmas day? Like for us, we get up probably around 8:30ish maybe, now that the kids, there's only Riley at home and we'll have to drag her out of bed, I would imagine. But yeah, I like to get up in the morning, get a nice glass of Bucks Fizz. It's got to be done on Christmas Day. I mean, it's the only time I drink before PM, let's put it that way. So yeah, a nice glass of Bucks Fizz, open presents. Not that you get many as you get older, obviously. It's all about the kids though, isn't it? So yeah, open presents, chill morning. Then it's the mad tidy round, get rid of all the wrapping paper. And then start prepping dinner. And then Chloe and her partner Dan and Ethan and Ronnie will come round. We'll let them open their presents and, sort of have a bit of a play with the boys with new toys and things like that. And then it'll be the mad dinner prep. So yeah, we'll sit down and have our starters. What I tend to do to save space on the table, because you know what it's like at Christmas, you want your fancy table decorations and you want charger plates and things like that. So there's not much room on the table. So what I tend to do is put all of the items for dinner, the turkey, the roast potatoes, parsnips, everything, mash. I put them all in serving dishes along the worktop, and then, get everyone to take it in turns to go along the line. A bit like a buffet. Go along the line and, grab the bits they want. And also when doing it like that, you're not going to put things on people's plates that they're not keen on, even if it is to try and force them to eat some veg, but there's just literally no point. So yeah, everyone moves along the line, gets what they want. We'll have the jugs of gravy on the table. And I've got really nice fancy gravy boats, but I just think, what is the bloody point? I might as well just put it in a jug, because you end up refilling these tiny little gravy boats anyway. And it's only, I say only, it's my two daughters and obviously my daughter's partner and the boys and me and Dave. So it's not like we've not got loads of people around or anything. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it this year. But I have said to the girls this year if they would clear the table and do pots and things like that, just so that I can have a bit of a relax after all the stress of cooking. So yeah, that will be us on Christmas Day. And then Christmas Day night, we've actually been invited to my sister's. So yeah, we'll drop the lid off. So yeah, we'll probably go around and see my sister, and she's got my parents and also my brother and his son for Christmas Day. So yeah, it'll be nice to see them, because we've not actually spent Christmas Day. Let's put it this way, I've been with my other half for 26 years, as I say, and in that time we've spent Christmas Day with my brother once. because he's had other commitments with his partner's family. So yeah, you know, it will be really, really nice to spend Christmas Day with him. I don't think he'll be staying late, so I think he's driving down to London on Boxing Day morning, so it won't be a late one for him, but it will just be nice just to spend a bit of time with him. So yeah, and my son, oh God, I can't even speak today. My nephew, George, obviously will be with him as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, because as I say, well, I mean, I think the last time I had dinner, Christmas dinner with my brother, he didn't even have George, and we didn't have Riley. I think we might have not long had Chloe, or was it? It might have even been before Chloe, the Christmas before Chloe. Honestly, can't remember. Shocking memory I've got. But yeah, it's just going to be really, really nice. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I've got some brilliant presents for the boys, so I'm really looking forward to their excitement when they open things. Yeah, I just love that. Just seeing the look on people's faces when they open gifts, especially kids. It's just amazing. Absolutely love it. But yeah, I suppose it will be crazy chaos. But yeah, it's going to be a good chaos. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, new job to start in January, and looking forward to Christmas. So yeah, feeling pretty happy at the moment. As I said, I did go through a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks maybe, where I felt really, really down. Not something I want to bore the details. You know what? I don't want it to be a pity party, feel sorry for me kind of video. That's not what this is about. It's just, yeah, just, you know, I'm sorry I've not been around, and I'm sorry I've not kind of posted much lately. And if, you know, you've stayed with me and you're still on my channel and you're still here now for this video, you know, thank you. I do appreciate your support, and it always warms my heart when I get, you know, sort of comments, and I try and reply to every single comment I get on my videos as well. So, you know, it's thank you. You know, it means a lot to me. Anyone that takes the time out of their day to watch my video and comment really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. So yeah. And also, if I'm going to start doing these whip and chats on a regular basis, I could do with you guys giving me some questions that you want to ask. You know, is there anything you want to ask me? It can be about my channel, it can be about diamond painting, it can be about me personally. Anything you like, really, within reason, obviously, and I will answer. But yeah, I mean, I'm quite an open book, to be fair. I'm a bit of a heart on your sleeve kind of girl, so yeah, you know, please feel free to ask me some questions, and then when I do another whip and chat, which I will, I can answer those questions. So please pop your questions down below. But yeah, I'm going to finish this little one here while I'm still waffling away to you, and just think of what else I can tell you about. What about you guys? Do you like the wax that comes with kits, or do you prefer, I know some of you like glue dots, some people like putty, you know, some people never just stick to the wax that comes with the kits always. What do you guys like? I'm a huge fan of putty, as I said at the start of the video. Putty for me is a game changer, because I could literally have this putty in this pen for God knows how long before I need to refill the pen. So yeah, I find putty absolutely wonderful. Never been fond of the wax. I don't like the residue. I don't like to keep refilling the pen. It drives me insane. So yeah, wax all the way for me. Putty all the way for me. But yeah, I've got lots of putty now. I've actually got a tin full of putty. And because it lasts so long, you know, I feel like I'm never going to get through all this putty. But I still keep ordering because, you know, new fragrances come out, and I just think, yeah, I've got to have it. I've just got to have that one. So yeah, I have ordered quite a few putties. I'm not going to lie. I do have my favourites. It's really weird as well, because with putty, I find that one smell that I absolutely adore, someone else isn't keen on, and vice versa. And it's just so weird how we have such different tastes in things. But But yeah, I do love putty, and I love my putty tin as well to keep it all in. I just make sure the packets are all resealed after I've used them. And to be honest, I end up emptying my pen and refilling it each time I sit down to do some diamond painting, because not because it's lost its smell or because it's lost its stick, because it certainly hasn't. I could literally use this putty in this pen for God knows how long. I really should test it one day and see how many hours worth of putty I get, diamond painting I get with a bit of putty. It would be a lot, let's put it that way. It would definitely be a lot. But because I've got a lot of putty, I tend to change it each time I start diamond painting, because I can then keep sniffing my pen as I'm going along, which I do. I'm always doing it. I'll sit there sniffing my pen. My husband thinks I'm strange, but I don't care. Probably I am. Who cares? So yeah, I do like to mix it up and change my putties, but this sweet strawberry sherbet one is just delicious. It's like, it does literally smell like the strawberry sherbet sweets you used to get when you was a kid. That's what it reminds me of, and it just smells amazing. The static in these drills is driving me crazy, as you can see. I've even put, what's in there, look, tumble dryer sheet, and they're still sticking to the size of the, what's it? I'm not complaining though. Not complaining, because, you know, as I say, PaintGem sent me these kits to show you all, so I'm extremely grateful for that. So yeah, as I said, I did an unboxing of these as well, so if you want to have a look what else is in here, you know, go and have a look. But there's so many different sets as well, and I'd literally love them all, but this is the one I'm doing, so let me just show you what's in here. As I said, I've done an unboxing video anyway, but if you wanted to have a look, what's in it? That is what is in it. And as I say, there's 16. I was quite upset actually when I put my unboxing video on, because I actually received the first negative comment I've ever had on my YouTube channel. And I did actually delete it in the end, because it was just, I think it was just deliberately put on there to upset me, basically. Someone made some sort of comment about the fact that my video was literally just a commercial for PaintGem. And let me just tell you, I never, ever, ever want my videos to come across like that, because it isn't like that for me. I can tell you now, I've had at least 4, maybe 5 companies contact me asking me to show their diamond painting products. And so far I haven't shown any of them, for the simple reason that when I go on their pages to have a look at what their products are like, there's a lot of stolen artwork on there, and a lot of AI artwork as well. I'm not, you know, you do you, obviously. I'm not trying to say people shouldn't order from certain companies. I'm not saying that for a second. I'm really not, because I know that diamond painting can be all about budgeting. And yeah, I've bought kits from AliExpress and places like that. I have. Now I do tend to stick to probably, you know, sort of a couple of companies, Diamond Art Club, Diamond Art Studio, and obviously now PaintGem as well. But yeah, I've been contacted by a lot of companies that I've not, you know, they've offered me free products, made it very clear that I can have some free products if I'll show their products on my channel. But I haven't so far, because, well, I don't want my people who do watch my channel to think, oh yeah, she's, you know, she's showing stolen artwork. So I've kind of been avoiding it. If I did debate it, I would kind of like go for things that I know are like Shutterstock images that I know, you know, haven't been stolen, or, you know, because like you look through these sites and you can just literally see loads of kits that are from Diamond Art Club that they've stolen the artwork for, and it's not fair on the artists. You know, Diamond Art Club, Diamond Art Studio, places that, you know, good companies like that, they pay the artists for their work, and, you know, that's how it should be. And a lot of these companies that it's just stolen artwork, and it's not for me personally. As I say, I'm not criticising anyone, so please don't think that I am. You know, I don't want you to think I'm having a go, because I'm honestly not. But I just worry that as well, that people would, you know, if I start doing videos like that, people might not want to watch me. I mean, you know, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what your opinions are of these kind of things. So I think if I did ever do anything like that, I would literally go for Shutterstock images, so I know they're not stolen. But then, you know, then I'd feel, am I supporting a company that's, you know, use the stolen artwork. It's a tough one, you know what I mean? But I mean, to be honest, they might not offer me again, because when if I did a video of a company that does stolen artwork, I would be mentioning it on my video. So, and say that, you know, this is what they've sent me. I've looked for Shutterstock items, but I wouldn't purchase from them necessarily because they do have stolen artwork. So, you know, I don't think they'd want me after the first time. So I'd probably never get asked again. At least to stop them inboxing me, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, I was really hurt by the comment that I was literally doing an advert for PaintGem, because it wasn't like that with my videos. And if the person is, you know, watching this, please, you know, I know I deleted your comment, but I was upset basically. I wasn't annoyed. I was upset that anyone would think that. And people that, you know, follow my channel, I would like to hope know that that's not me. I'm not that person. Yes, it's nice for a company to send me something for free, you know, as PaintGem have. You know, it's nice, and I'm always grateful, eternally grateful to receive things like this for free to show you. But it's not because it's more because it gives me a chance to show them to you guys, you know, because I'm on a no buy. I can't afford to keep buying things. I'll admit that, you know, I've not bought anything for ages. And, you know, I am on a no buy. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to ease that up a bit when I start my job. But yeah, I am on a no buy for a reason, and you know, so it's nice to receive these things. However, the main reason, the video I gave a lot of details about PaintGem, about what type of kits they do, you know, how much the prices is, the packaging. To me, it was just an informative video to let you know, what you can get. This is what you can get. You know, this is what else they do. This is their prices. This is their shipping times, things like that. I just do it to inform you. It's not to advertise a company, and it never will be, ever. So, you know, I diamond paint because I enjoy this hobby. I don't do it to just have a YouTube channel. That's not why I started this channel. I started this channel because I did start it to do an unboxing, because I'd seen other unboxings and I thought, oh yeah, you know, I might have a go at that. I think I'm quite confident a lot of the time. And I just thought, yeah, I'm going to have a go at that. And that's how it all started. And then obviously I found Diamond Art Studio and started doing some of their unboxings, and they were kind enough to give me some sneak peeks as well, which is fantastic. So yeah, it was more about the passion for diamond painting, and it still is the passion for diamond painting, and that is all it will ever be on my channel. So, you know, if anyone is thinking that I'm just doing things to advertise companies, I'm really not. I really am not. And to be honest, I found that really upsetting that someone would think that. But it was someone who'd never posted a comment before on any of my videos. There was someone I'd never come across on any other channels I watch. So, you know, maybe it was just like a one-off random comment. But, you know, if that person is, you know, if that lady is still watching my channel, you know, please don't think I'm like that, because I'm not, and I don't want anyone else to think I'm like that. So, you know, perhaps I shouldn't have deleted the comment. Perhaps that wasn't the right thing to do, but it was because it upset me, and, you know, I don't like to feel like that. And so, yeah. But yeah, let me just give you a quick, oh look, I'm advertising. Let me just give you a quick show of the ones I've got left to do. So I've got the tree and I can never say that flower. Is it poinsettia? I don't know. I can't say it. A wreath, some baubles, candle, Merry Xmas, snow globe, some winter mittens, some presents, a stocking, a little cheeky elf, a snowman, and Santa. I just love these kits because they're just so nice and quick. They're really relaxing, and I think they're great to take on holiday as well. So if you've got a holiday planned and you've got a box of these, they're just, you know, really, really great little kits. I do actually, this is really going to sound like a contradiction in terms, but yeah, I do actually have a discount code with PaintGem. So I'll put the details of that in the link. Just in case you do want to try them, you can get a bit of discount. And they do actually give me a little commission if you do buy. But please be aware that that is not why I'm mentioning it. It's just, in all honesty, when they offered me and said that, you know, my customers get a discount and I get a bit of commission, I'm not interested in that commission really, if I'm honest. I would rather you guys get some money off, and then basically the next time I order, I can use my own code. That's what's more important to me. The, you know, whatever it works out at, a couple of quid, you know, well, I don't even know how much it is, to be honest. I know it's like 10%, or I don't know. I can't remember because it's not why I do it. So I've never really thought about it. But yeah, you know, they do have some really lovely kits, and if you're going on holiday, they are fabulous to take away with you. I'm definitely going to get a couple more boxes, I think, to take away with me next summer, because yeah, I do really enjoy them. But I think that is enough waffling from me for one day. So yeah, please ask me some questions, because you know, if I'm going to do another whip and chat, I don't know what I'm going to talk to you about. Because although I'm like, you know, I do like to waffle, I don't want to bore you with waffling. So, you know, feel free to ask me some questions, and then I'll make a list of the questions, and I will, you know, answer any questions from any of you and give you a mention in my next video. So yeah, give me those questions. Anything you like, just ask me. And that is it from me today. If you're still watching this video, I so appreciate you. You have no idea, because I know watching Whip and Chat sometimes you probably get, well, you're probably bored of me. You might have even already stopped watching, but if you are still watching, thank you for being here. It's really appreciated, and thank you for joining me, and I hope you are all doing okay. And as I say, I'm doing okay now. You know, I've perked up, and yeah, looking forward to the future. And you know, I will see you guys in the next video. So get them questions done. See you soon. Bye bye.